is up, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, day traders and closet swing traders? Hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic. I hope you guys are doing better than any of the theta on any of the calls and puts today. But we got Agnes in the house. We got Albert. Good morning. Babbitt. Good morning. Bill is joining us. We got Cedric. Chad is in the house. Christopher. Good morning. Cindy is in the house. Good morning, Cindy. We got Eric, Fayaz, Franco's with us. Greg K, Greg Hill, GW, Jason P. King, J, Jennifer, Jose, L, JT, good morning. Kevin's in the house, Kyle. We got L, Chuck, Lawrence Ward, good morning. We got Rick in the house, good morning. Ron, we got both Rons in the house. Woo, you know it's a good day then. Sam, good morning. Tanya, Tony. We got two Tonys with us too. Both Tonys and Rons had a phone call last night. So let's wake up early. Let's do it. Victor, good morning. Yes, sir. Good morning. Appreciate you joining us. All my peeps in YouTube land. Richard Jet. We got Ted. All you lurkers not commenting anything, but I see you. I see you in YouTube land. Good morning to all you guys. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Hope you guys had a good evening. Oh, let's mark it. Let's get down. Let's get down to business. All right. Let me get TradingView up and running. Jennifer, good morning. Oof. Our family is strong today. Family is strong. Jenny's in the house too. Okay. All right. So I think there was something happening today. I can't remember what it was. Some kind of report or something that everybody's waiting for. Inflation, CPI, I think. CPI, CSI, crime scene investigation. The chart kind of does look like crime scene investigation, actually. Now I'm thinking about it. As soon as that report came out, it was a massive dip. And we have rallied back since. We've also had a Fed speaker already come out and say that 25 basis points. He's a voting Fed member too. So some of them they vote, some of them don't. He is a voting one, and he is saying he sees a 0.25 basis hike appropriate for going forward in the future. And so we know we at least got one vote for that one. I think the market is taking it positively. There is one negative caveat in the report. Everything else came in line too, right? So core CPI was in line. The month over month was exactly in line. The only one that was kind of a little worrisome is services that I saw in the report. So services are actually came in a little worse. And anything in the medical field, all of those prices are still getting pushed higher. So there is one little thing, but market for the most part ignoring it, and we got that little confidence from the Fed, little pep in the step from the Fed, saying that, listen, we think we got things a little bit under control, and we'll go from there. Let's just take a look real quick at volume. This is the Lux version of volume profile. We should now, at least at this point, have some kind of a massive, this is a daily chart, good support around the 395 zone. So we did a break above that. Right now, where we're sitting on the SPY, we are potentially able, we get into that zone, which we're right on the cusp of it right now. We're right there. There's not a lot of institutions that were really worried about those prices, to be honest. So that would take us back into that zone that we were talking about for a while, and it finally did hit. I was looking for like 413. Of course, this chart doesn't show 14 over here, but it was like an after hours snakish move by money makers, market makers in the pre and after hours. But we did get up to like 413.50ish, and then that's when this fade actually started to come in. So realistically, lots of not a lot of real interest in stopping us at this point. probably until that 413, 414. We have maybe about another peg on the scale to go, right? That's probably right above this 400 number. And then I think we're in the clear. So we have a little bit of, I don't know if I want to be the first one to jump anywhere today. I think we do get some volatility out of the gate. You have to put, I have to put the lean on bullishness, but again, not out of the gate. This should also be a retest gap. As we said too, all of this, anytime you go into earnings, oh man, we got earnings coming out starting Friday too. We'll have to take a look to see what companies are coming out, but we are about to hit earnings season too. So is there a black swan hidden in there? Potentially. But right now I would expect some kind of a pullback. That would make sense. And I don't know. I have to lean still a little bit bullish. I'd be okay flipping very, very quickly to a bearish sentiment though. I would. But we are above a lot of those VPOCs. That's a very, very good sign for us. Even yesterday's VPOC came in, still closed kind of at the lows of that just congestion. And now we are gapping out above it. So let's see if we can get that retest. There should be some people profitable. There's also probably a lot of people that got some calls and puts, and all that theta is just absolutely probably clapped. It's not a big enough move to really save any of those things. We will see. Jason says, I'm up for the week, so planning on being very cautious, slow to protect my gains. Protect those gains. This is your house. Yeah. That makes sense. Wait for the setups today. Wait for them. The morning I do expect some volatility, as I'm not sold that we've actually picked a direction yet, to be honest. There was a lot of hype going into today in the bullish direction, and quite honestly, I mean, I don't want to say this part out loud, but just coming into meet and greet those numbers perfectly on the dime with a hype that was built around it. I mean, I'm not that excited. I think that's I think it's a shady bearish report. To be honest, if I had to make a pick, I'm going off the chart zone. Okay, pull back makes sense. We run. Hector says it's a trap. We were, and then the Fed came out after about 15 minutes after the report dropped saying, yeah, we see a 25-point basis hike. So did the rest of the market for the last month and a half. They've been saying that for a while. Like, that's all priced in. That's all priced in. I don't know. Those numbers weren't a massive beat. We got Pat in the house. Get my question about grandfathering Slack. Yes. Well, no, I don't know if you sent a new one, Pat, but Pat, just shoot me another email just so it's on the top. But I know I have a question out to the team because I don't know any decisions that are made in that one specifically. So not you, but just the whole team. So I'm personally just waiting to hear back a confirmed one answer or another. That's all. Erica says, morning. Question is real life trading doing a free week in January? Oh, Erica coming out with some heavy hitting questions. I don't even know if we're allowed to talk about this. Are we? I don't see why not. Free week. We do have free week coming out. I just, off the top of my head, I don't know. I don't know if Sochi's in the house or Hector, maybe. I don't know if you know when free week is, but we do have free week coming out. I just, again, not quite sure. The last week, Craig Levine. Man, Craig Levine hiding in the background. Then he's throwing out Michael Jordan numbers. He's saying the 23rd to the 27th. So, yes, we do have free week 23rd to the 27th. I believe if you go on to reallifetrading.com, the link, I believe, should be there. If not, send an email to support@reallifetrading.com and we'll figure it out. We'll get you situated. But that takes you on the other side of the YouTube land, right into the chat all day. Make sure you tell a friend. It is Bring a Friend to Real Life Trading Day as well, all week. So if you do come into Real Life Trading, we're not even asking you. You don't have to provide nothing. It's free. But the only requirement we do ask is you also bring a friend. So you have to bring a friend with you, because why just enrich your own life when you could enrich everybody and then we will work together? It is great. We got more eyeballs in the market. Personally, I love it. Free week is one of my favorites for sure. Erica sent an email. Perfect. Yep, I haven't had a chance to dig through those emails yet, so I will definitely get back to you. All right, we got the Qs. A little bit of a gap up. This also should be a retest gap. The Qs have a little bit more in the way than the SPY. So Qs are looking at 280.53 would be my initial first target. And technically, this again should be some kind of, I mean, this is 1, 2, 3, 4 pretty decent days in a row. I'll call it 3 because we'll take that one out. Without any pullback, now you're getting that gap up. You do have people profitable. Again, the whisper around the lane is 0.25. So we're not really putting in any new information. And I would personally be like, yeah, I don't know. Is it priced in? Was that the move people were looking for? And then you got earnings season coming out. What's anybody got the ticket for Logitech? Let me see if I can find it real quick. Logitech, I think, came out with earnings today, and they are down, I think, 20% last time I looked at them. Yeah. So Logitech, this is why there could still be some fear coming into earnings. These guys had earnings. This is an ADR, so just keep in mind that you're not trading shares. It's like a series of contracts, but you can trade it the same way, LOGI, if you wanted to. But that's a gross looking gap. We just saw the same thing on Lulu not too long ago. So here's some kind of support, higher lows, looking great, people feeling exuberant. And then all of a sudden do we have a weekly? Do we have an island reversal on this? No, we don't have an island reversal because we're still technically in that one on a weekly. Dang it, that would have been crazy. But again, you're down about 20% at open. Lots of people trapped. And probably the same thing that we saw on Lulu is, I would assume you probably go up a little bit. I don't see a full on. This is also a gap and go. That was a little different than what Lulu had. Lulu technically had a retest. You got massive traps. If you get short as high as possible on this one, that might be one to keep an eye on today. Win is in the house. Good morning, Win. 280.74 is the weekly 200 on, I'm guessing that's the Qs. Can we look at AEL? Not only can we look at it, but for you, David, we'll also talk about it too. Let's see. Let's see if we could look and talk. I don't know, though. Walking and chewing gum was difficult. For me, at least. All right. Nice little gap up. Be very careful on this gap if you're bullish. This is same type of thing. I mean, massive run. Really, really nice gap up. There's going to be some people profitable on this trade. The only thing that and you're gapping right into that little bit of resistance too. So this would not be my favorite gap to go long on, as there should be a lot of people that are profitable. Literally anybody that bought from here to all of this mess and said, AAL that bad, is it going out of business? They're profitable, waking up with more money in their pocket than they went to sleep with. My guess is they will probably take some profits, especially as we get into this heavy resistance area that's right above us. That being said, the real spot would be about $16.89 off the bat, though. I'd wait for a pullback if you want to gun for that number. Otherwise, I think this is a good gap up, fade down after all that buying. So more than likely, let's put AAL. Do I have AL? I'm just not a huge fan of airlines ever. I just hate them. I don't know. I don't even know. Hate's a strong word. I strongly hate them. That's what I meant to say. All right, let's see. AAL. Anytime they tell you your flight's at 7 p.m., you're like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make it. And then you get there like, just kidding. And everyone seems okay with this. Everyone's just okay with this. They're like, well, okay, we do understand there's a lot of birds flying around today. It's crazy. Like, but you I don't know. We got a chart share from Hector. So let me just look at this chart real quick. He's looking at the E-mini futures. Almost at almost at your bearish entry. So you're trying to short somewhere around 41.94 on the ES. I like it. Yep. And even like again, all this gap has that run into it, and those numbers are not like, oh man, off the chart. Oh, we gotta go bullish. I don't know, maybe it is, but for me, it's not. We're just in line after great expectations. So could this all fade? Yeah, possibly. I can run down the list of tickers, or if you guys got TGT, I'm gonna look at TGT. If you guys have tickers that you see moving, or we could look and talk about, you could put those in there. Fufu numbers, as Maloney said. I just like the word fufu. I don't even care what context you put it in. It's just a fun word to say. Like, I don't have a dog, but if I got a dog, fufu. What's his name? That's an interesting little gap. Again, technically, it's a retest gap, still within this little structure. If this thing gapped out of there, that'd be crazy. But yeah, watch for the retest on this one. The first spot of retest would be watch it around the 159.09 zone. And then the next spot for me would be probably somewhere around 158.37. So see if we get that little bit of a pullback, and then maybe it's ready to go. We do have targets higher, somewhere around, I have this little thing on the chart, but somewhere around 164, looks like 13. That's a good, I mean, especially if we hit that lower one, that's a good $7 to the upside. So that's not bad. Definitely keep an eye on it, but see if we get a little bit of a pullback first. And again, the market's going to now have to restructure their thought process, because everybody was going, CPI is going to be crazy, myself included. I did think we have a big move, but when you come in line, we're opening not really that far from the close of yesterday. So now that's going to give people opportunity to breathe a little bit, kind of digest all the numbers. We got a lot of Fed speak today, so just keep that in mind, and we'll see if we could take any of the cues from the Fed as far as which way. But so far, the first guy that spoke says he's feeling the 0.25 basis point, and he's a voting Fed member too. So again, but the market kind of expected that, and now we're just on the brim of earnings season. Fufu not up to liking. Mad blah. It doesn't matter. You could redefine words now. Fufu is just fun. It's fun to say. PDD. We can look at PDD. Oh wait, hold on. Let's look at the video real quick. Yeah, again, same thing. We are into a little bit of resistance. We do have a spot a little bit higher. 165.09 will be targets to the bullish end. But you got 1, 2, 3, 4 days. To me, this would be a spot. If you own shares, this is probably a decent spot to attempt some kind of covered calls to sell. We got a lot. I mean, you could probably even sell. I don't know what the pricing is, but if you can get anywhere above 169.30, so if you get like a 171, 172, to me wouldn't be bad. I think we get some kind of a pullback first before we start really breaking out of some bigger numbers. Do you use a 4-month chart on your daily charts? I don't know. I just have daily. I don't know how far back. I probably have. If you're asking, so daily chart and then how far back it goes, I try to get as much max as possible. I'm talking about Thinkorswim, because on TradingView, I don't know if that's even an option, is it? I think it just gives you the history as far as they have it. All right, let's look at PDD, and then I see another one for Amazon. We could take a look. Amazon was strong yesterday. Pinduoduo. Which loose translation would be 22 pins. I think that's what that means. All right. Duo is 2. Duo is 2. So that's 22 pins. I'm pretty sure that's how that translates. Don't write that down. Don't write that down. It doesn't make any sense. All right. Pin duo. Nice little pullback. You are still above the 10 EMA. What time? This is bad. Alex says, what time does CPI come out? I know they were kind of flat, but they're out already. They came out about 51 minutes ago. But not we did have some initial reaction off of it, but yeah, relatively not a crazy move. So again, this is just a little bit of a pullback. I'm trying to look for like wave counts in this thing. Maybe I could make some kind of case that this is potentially a wave 5 that we're in, or probably starting in ABC. This could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this, I think, could be a little ABC, and maybe we get that reversal potentially. Let me just zoom out if we're into any type of resistance where these things came into. We should have a little bit of support right around here, so kind of iffy, but we do have support right in this range where we're heading. So maybe this is a little bounce spot, and then if it doesn't start breaking out of a $100 price range, you probably see this thing kind of on the pullback, I would assume. This could also be a little cup and handle too. Pull back and then rise. But yep, there's a lot of people again just profitable. I think we are at the end of that wave count, some kind of ABC on it. Amazon. The Amazon. So again, very strong day yesterday. Nice little breakout. Again, we're pulling into a little resistance. This one is some kind of a retest gap. So expect at least a retest. Getting kind of far away from that 10 EMA. So even that, I mean, VPOC from yesterday sits at $94 and let's go with 94.31 roughly. Even a 50% retrace down to like 92.47. If I get 92.47, that seems like a good spot to attempt. We do have this wide open gap somewhere at 111. Obviously, there's going to be a struggle bust probably around 103.68. But yeah, I'm going to sit on my hands probably for at least the first few minutes of this market. Let things just kind of work themselves out before I look to get into something. Maloney says, I guess we were all getting spoiled with directional moves and gaps. Yeah. I know. Easy come, easy go. When something works way too many times, walk away for a while. Yeah, Newsom's also flying international too, so just, keep that in mind. Bear market till he lands. Really nice gap on Netflix, though. You got a lot of momentum. You do have a lot of people profitable. This is technically a retest gap, and you're open. All these things are opening into resistance. So now we've officially closed that gap. Yeah, we did make some money with Tesla yesterday, so let's pull up Tesla. I do like that gap on. I mean, look at all the people profitable though. Not only from this last initial run up, but all that. It has a lot of bullishness coming out. When's earnings on this thing? Period ending. So date Thursday, January 19th. Thursday. That's not today. So a week from today, we got earnings coming out. All right. I don't know. I would expect some kind of pullback, but look, we're kind of in no man's land as far as volume. There's nothing really stopping this thing. Probably the next spot would be 350.65. And if we really start getting in that range, the next spot really becomes 377. But for entry or day trade today, I got to wait for that pullback. And if I miss everything, I miss it. I mean, I'm okay with that. Realistically, in trading, you get one really nice trade, one really nice day. That could be your entire month. right? And if things are like, here you go, Disney, 1, 2, there's a little, technically it's bullish, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days in a row, and we're gapping up again. I don't know, J-Pal. I don't know what you're trying to make me do here. Still kind of little resistance. Can we look at I'm guessing that's oil, CL, the crude futures. Little double bottom, making a higher low again, getting that continuation, but we are into a little resistance somewhere around 79.32. The spot I would really watch for, we got some decent volume here. This is our biggest volume candle right here. That one we're definitely well above. I'd have to expect some kind of a pullback. I just do. Until we really start breaking and holding $80, well, let's call it $80.79. To me, that would be okay. We've got a lot of spots to retest. You're not very high on CL. Like, it has come down from at least all-time highs for a decent amount of time now. And we are bouncing off of a key volume area, making a higher bottom. So, yeah, I would be looking to go long on crude. Question is where, and I don't think it's at open. I think we do have to try to wait for some kind of pullback. Did he finish talking? Who, me? No, I'm still going. You have to bear with me for another hour and a half. Jerome Powell did not talk yet. Jerome Powell, I don't believe, is talking today. We do have Presidente Biden speaking today. I don't know what time, maybe 10:30. Somebody can verify. Fact checkers, where are you? DJ, DJ is the Energizer Bunny. Yeah, no, I just sit here. I talk all day. And then Johnny comes in, and then he just mutes me. He has to, I don't even mute myself. Johnny mutes me, and then he takes over. I just sit here. I keep talking. It's crazy. Until the very next day. And then the wife comes up. She'll throw bread in my mouth to keep me alive every now and then. It's a good thing we got. It's working. We got Baba. This looks like we're still on some kind of a wave 3 on the Bobs. We're about to keep an eye on Baba. I mean, again, this should be some kind of, I think, where we start that wave 4. But look at this. I mean, volume area if we could break. Nothing until, I mean, we could be seeing prices 165. It could be another $50 to the high side. Add that to the list. Keep on watching it. I'm gonna need some kind of pullback before I can just jump in, but if I get a retest down into 172, it might not be a bad place to try to catch it. I don't know. Lucia says 10 a.m. Eastern, so they're not even going to wait that long. So we got 30 minutes till El Presidente comes out, and we'll see what happens, what he wants to say. Justice says, I can see you continue to talk all day. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. They do turn the lights off above me, though, because they try to save energy. But we have 13 seconds. Unfortunately, everybody in YouTube land, this is the time where I got to disconnect. But make sure on your way out, and I do appreciate you visiting each and every day, make sure on the way out you at least give us a thumbs up and subscribe, because as we do have new content coming out every day, you guys can keep in touch. I'm going to sit on my hands probably for the first couple minutes of the market, just see how this market wants to play out, shake out. I am looking for a retest, but you guys are incredible. Also, we have free week coming out. This is from Craig Levine, 23rd to the 27th. That guy's not wrong about a lot. He's not really wrong about anything. So I'm going to go with those are the days. It is it's free week, but it's also invite your friends to free week. So make sure you guys sign up yourselves, put the oxygen mask on yourself first, and then try to help a friend. Try to help the person sitting on the plane next to you. And then make sure that you send them that link as well, because we would love to have all you guys in the chat. Let's expand some minds. Let's enrich some lives. Otherwise, you guys are incredible, and we will catch you guys all tomorrow. Be safe out there in this probably